Delhi, the capital of India. Up until a few days ago, I don't think I'd really given coronavirus a second thought. We were actually joking about it a lot. It just hadn't affected us in any way. However, as of yesterday afternoon, the Indian Immigration Department released a statement saying all existing visas except diplomatic, official, UN, international organisations, employment and project visas stand suspended until the 15th of April 2020. So basically, unless you're an Indian national, you can't come into India anymore. There's now talk of stopping all domestic travel going through India, which would obviously make travelling India quite tricky. And we are just kind of having to think now, what will we do if either one of us catches coronavirus, or if India just goes into lockdown and we either need to get out or we need to go into quarantine. Hey everyone, and welcome back to India. As you might have seen in last week's episode, we made the decision that with everything so out of our control, we would just keep on travelling until we couldn't anymore, and so headed 18 hours west to Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. If you haven't seen that episode yet, then hit the link at the end of this video and go and check it out. We head into the desert and it is a great final adventure. I got a text about 2 o'clock this morning whilst we were on the train from my dad in the UK, and Europe has basically just gone a bit mad. Coronavirus has obviously hit there pretty hard now, and we don't know how long coronavirus is going to be around for. Like, it's just everything's so up in the air at the minute, no one really knows what's going on. We are massively turning towards the idea that a flight back to the UK very soon might be the safest and best and kind of most sensible option, which isn't great, but what are you going to do? So even though we've just got an 18-hour train all the way out of Delhi, we're going to maybe have to look into getting back there actually and getting out of India while we still can, because this is the last place we both want to be stuck. And I think if we have to spend another 2 months or even longer maybe in India, I think it will send us both a little bit crazy. Our adventures could be over a lot sooner than we expected. Oh, I mean, it's ridiculous that we do live our lives on a pretty much day-to-day basis. We never have any plans or anything. Yet the uncertainty of the whole coronavirus thing and what we're going to do and where we should go and what India's going to be like, the safety of it and things, is really stressing me out. I don't know why. You think that we'd be made for this. But anyway, let's do some research. So as things started to escalate a lot quicker than I think anyone could have foreseen, we had quite the stressful few days, trying to book flights getting cancelled, getting excited to head back home, and then also coming to terms with the fact that that might not actually happen. I consider myself to be a pretty laid-back, roll-with-the-punches kind of gal, but this had me tearing my hair out. The rate at which flights were filling up or getting cancelled was very unnerving. And when you've got dodgy internet connection, that extra 40 seconds of loading was the difference between getting a seat and not. So thank God for my dad back in the UK and his wonderful, reliable Wi-Fi. We've made the decision that we're definitely going to leave India. We're going to head back to England. We're actually quite lucky that we can still get back there for now. We booked a flight for Friday night, so it's now Tuesday, so in like 3 days' time. And get the night train that we just got here all the way back to Delhi. Back again. Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's our last sleep train of India for now.
This is kind of the start of our journey home. We're getting the train tonight. We arrive in Delhi tomorrow afternoon, have a night in Delhi staying at a friend's place, and then we fly on Sunday, hopefully.
5 months ends here, or 6 months?
5 months.
2 years.
Indian trains, and this is it. I feel like somebody should say something. So we just arrived in Delhi. We got off the night train about an hour ago, and we're staying with a friend tonight, but he's at work at the minute, so we were like, don't worry, we'll go chill out in a cafe for the day, we'll meet you after you finish. Found out that every cafe and restaurant, bar, anything in Delhi is either closed or they're only open for takeaways, which means we can't sit in a cafe and relax and do whatever for a few hours. But luckily, there was this really nice little park nearby. So we're just going to relax in the park all day. So actually, I feel like it's even better. We got a picnic, got sandwiches and chips and a whole feast. We got an email this morning saying our flight had been cancelled on Sunday and rescheduled for 5 a.m. on Sunday morning. But yeah, you can definitely tell a big difference now. Even on the train was so much quieter, a lot of people wearing a lot more masks. And when we walk past, everyone covers their mouths and their noses because they think we have coronavirus. Things are getting serious now. We saw military at every single train station on the way here. And just generally there's a much heavier military presence, isn't there? For now, we're going to enjoy the outdoors while we can. Bon appetit. This looks incredible.
How does it taste?
Oh, so good. Potatoes, jalapenos, coleslaw. Just a full carb overload, really.
All from Big Fat Sandwich.
Saturday night in Delhi. It is popping off. So it's about 1:15 in the morning on Sunday morning. Yeah, Saturday night, Sunday morning. So the journey begins. We have about maybe 37 hours, I think, of travel ahead of us. Hopefully, end destination, England. We have a flight at 5:30, but we're getting there super early because our plane, I think we're being told, is the last plane that's leaving Delhi for a while. So we do not want to miss it. Let's get this show on the road.
If you then took smoke in the cabin, the escape path marking your nose and mouth,
Bye-bye, India.
breathe normally. Fit your own mask first and bring with disabling or destroying the smoke detectors.
I can now confirm that the flight we got was in fact the last flight to leave Delhi before the whole country went into lockdown and commercial aircrafts were no longer allowed to land there. It took 2 flight cancellations, 17 hours on a sleeper train and a couple of breakdowns from me, but we were finally in the air. Our Indian adventure was over and we were heading home for the first time in nearly 2 years.
So we just touched down in Bahrain airport. It's about 8 a.m, which means we have another 18 hours until our flight to London, which sucks. As you could probably tell, just from looking at me, we are bloody tired. We got about maybe an hour's sleep on the first flight, and now there's nowhere to lie down in Bahrain airport. So we're probably just gonna find a space on the floor that we can lie down.
down. I feel like we have not been tested for, like, we don't have temperature checks. There's been no extra security, like nothing.
Don't jinx it.
Feels good to be back.
Hey, how are you?
Stop breathing on me. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Welcome back to Shire.
Feels good to be home. What an end to an incredible 6-month backpacking trip. Join us next week as we reflect on our time in India and bring you our top tips for travelling this crazy country. Let me tell you from experience, it's not a fun journey. As always, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Follow the links, catch up on any episodes you might not have seen yet, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future episodes.